Boom, 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 boom. Get in there, my son. How's it going, everybody? Come on! Finally, it's Sancho Day, lads and lasses. Hashtag Sancho! Get in there. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with a cheeky little video for you just to announce that Manchester United have announced the signing of Jadon Sancho officially. He is a Manchester United player. Get in there! Boom, says Griffo. Finally, says Pavanch. Finally, we have signed Jadon Sancho on the 23rd of July, 2021. The saga is over. Obviously, we knew that we'd agreed terms with the player a while ago. We knew we had agreed the fee with the club, Borussia Dortmund here, somewhere in the region of £73 million, 72.9, I think it is. We've known that for a while. But it was just getting the finalisations done. Obviously, he had his medical a little while ago now, almost a week ago now. And it's just taking this time to get all the finalisations done and to get it announced. But finally, he is a Manchester United player. Look at that, guys. Look at that right there. Look at that right there, guys. Look at that right up there. Jadon Sancho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in an embrace. Isn't it a beautiful sight? Isn't it? Bringing a tear to my eye, guys. Look at that, finally. Jadon Sancho shaking the hand of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And we have announced him. Get in there, Lee Ronan. Get in there. How you going there, the gaming Jew? Great to see you. Says it's about time we signed a good kid. GG's. Thank you so much. Yeah, what I like about him is, as you said it, he's still a kid. He's 20 years of age, this guy. He's got so much more to do in the game. Like we've not even seen the best of Jadon Sancho yet. It's a lot of money. He's got a lot to live up to. But this guy means business. This guy means business. He's coming in. He's going to be a great player for us, potentially for the next decade. Let me just read you the club's statement here from Manchester United. So United complete the transfer of Sancho. This is on their website, posted at 1 p.m. You have to forgive me for not getting on here straight away, guys. I've melted out of bed this morning, guys. You know me with my sleeping patterns and stuff. And I panicked. I was like, what? Oh, shit, I better get online straight away. This is the soonest I'd be able to get online. So here I am. Anyway, Manchester United is delighted to announce the signing of Jadon Sancho, subject to international clearance, keeping him at the club until June 2026 with an option of the further... What do you mean subject to international? You mean to tell me this could still completely crumble? No, obviously not, but God, could you just imagine? Anyway, with an option for a further year. So we've got him for 5 years, guys, with an option for a further year on the contract for Manchester United to activate it, should we so wish to at that time. But I'm sure if he's obviously in a good run of form, a good part of his career, then it's not going to be an issue. But that's 5 years in the future, so we'll talk about that then. But he's 21, sorry, not 20. He's 21. Even so, he's only just turned 21. He scored 50 goals and registered 64 assists with Borussia Dortmund. The England international was part of the squad that reached the final Euro 2020, of course. And this is a statement from Jadon Sancho, just to read this to you guys. He said, I'll always be grateful to Dortmund for giving me the opportunity to play first-team football, although I always knew I would return to England one day. The chance to join Manchester United is a dream come true. I just cannot wait to perform in the Premier League. This is a young and exciting squad, and I know together we can develop into something special to bring the success that fans deserve. I'm looking forward to working with the manager and his coaching team to further develop my game. Get in there, Jadon Sancho. Guys, do us a favour and smash that thumbs up button at the start of this stream as well. Twat that like button for Jadon. Let's be having you. Get in there. I'm very happy with it anyway. But this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said in regards to signing Jadon Sancho. He says, Jadon epitomises the type of player I want to bring to the club. He's a forward player in the best traditions of Manchester United. He will form an integral part of my squad for years to come. And we look forward to seeing him blossom. His goals and assists records speak for themselves. And he would also bring tremendous pace, flair, and creativity to the team. Yeah, I mean, I've said this for a while now. If he can get even 50% of these assists and goal stats that he's got for Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga, for Manchester United in the Premier League, then we've got ourselves a decent player. And that's just at the early part of his career still. He's 21. He's only getting better, this guy. But I couldn't agree more with Solskjaer there. You know, he is going to bring us tremendous pace over on that side. We need somebody to really make that position their own. Mason Greenwood did a good job there this last season, but he's just a kid, really. He's still developing, and it's probably not his best position, so he needs to be playing at striker, really, Mason. So this just allows Sancho to come in and just make this position his own. And we've got Cavani here for another year, bossing it up top, but then maybe in the future you'll see Greenwood take over in that role. he also went on to say Old Trafford will give him the platform he needs to release his untapped talent and perform at the highest level. For a player of his age, Jadon has already achieved a great deal and showed the courage to go and prove himself abroad. We all look forward to welcoming Jadon to the squad as we prepare for the new campaign. So there's the statement. There's the official announcement from Manchester United on manunited.com. Absolutely stunning news, guys. Get in there. Just absolutely buzzing about it, really. Hey, what's this? We've got a super chat here from Gungshi. Thank you very, very much, Gungshi Leone, for the super chat, bro. He says, it's not a surprise, but damn, it's a relief to finally see that it's official. What a brilliant addition to the team. Exactly, yeah, there was always some slight concern that there might be, I don't know, some foul play or just an injury or something horrendous, some problem with the finalizations of the deal that would scupper this for another transfer window, because let's not forget we have been after this guy for what, like 18 months now or a couple of years now. This has been rumbling on for a long time, so just to get him signed up and in here, it's very, very nice. Oh, brilliant, Vincent Bullock. That's awesome. Gungshi, thank you very much for that, man. You're a legend. I really appreciate you. Neil Duffin, how are you doing, sir, as well? You absolute hero. Good to see you too. Best right winger in the world, says Tim, sir. Well, I hope so. I hope so. Let's see. We haven't seen what he can do in the Premier League yet. I will say that. You know, it is different coming in from the Bundesliga to the Premier League. What I like about him is we've seen him for England. We've seen him also, you know, play to a good standard in European games, I should say. You know, so it's not like he's just coming up against German league teams. If you have to look at his stats over in terms of European football in general, and he's obviously done really well for Borussia Dortmund in that too. So we're expecting a good player, but you've seen players in the past. Werner, Kai Havertz, even for United, Mkhitaryan and Kagawa, and these guys come over from the Bundes and struggle. Because it is just a bit of a shitter league compared to the Premier League, isn't it? Jesse lurking in the bottom right, I know, look at him go. Jesse Lingard, hey there, Haroli. He says, while Pigo is awake at a decent hour. Hi, mate, how you doing, Haroli? Yeah, I don't really want to be fair. Irish Viper says, Sancho, it feels wrong being on here at nearly 2 p.m. What's that? That's like 6 a.m. for most. That's like 6 a.m. for me. Anyway. The gaming juices, I know he's getting on a bit, but I've always fancied Heung-Min Son at United. Real playmaker, brilliant control. Love him. I absolutely bloody love the guy. Why don't we get him? I'll tell you why. He's just signed a new contract at Spurs today. Have you heard that, guys? Son Heung-Min signed a new 4-year deal just announced today. What's he thinking? What a bloody melter. Has he got no ambition at all, this guy? He's just going to completely fester at Spurs for the next 4 years again, not winning a damn thing. He's too good of a damn player for that, guys. They must have really paid him super well or something. Why the hell would Son Heung-min want to stay at Spurs? He signed a new contract today. Now you mention it, you know. What the fuck's he doing? Anyway, I find that unbelievable. Why would he sign a new contract at Spurs? This is the opportunity to jump ship. Yet they're a sinking ship. All the rats need to run to the top and jump off. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, he stayed. I think he's a great player, though. I couldn't agree more. Anyway, but he signed a new deal. So here we go. Jadon Sancho, official announcement of the Englishman. There's a report here from Fabrizio Romano as well, obviously, who just announced it on Twitter, saying official confirmed. Here we go. Jadon Sancho joins Manchester United until June 2026, option until 27. The chance to join Man United is a dream come true. I just cannot wait to perform in the Premier League. This is a young and exciting squad. I mean, I'm loving it, guys. I'm just going to make this picture really here quickly a little bit bigger so that you can just see it, because it's a beautiful picture. It's a beautiful picture. Jadon Sancho, a bit blurry actually. It's not that beautiful, but Jadon Sancho is a Manchester United player, guys. That's the picture we were all waiting for. Him stood next to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the shirt, shaking the man's hand. He's here, guys. He is here. The prodigal son returns. Right, okay then, guys. Let's get into the comment section and find out your reaction. Do get involved with the community in the chat here for a little bit. We have got some other Manchester United news to talk about if you want. But of course, we're all going to be talking about Jadon Sancho for a while now. We will get on to the rest of the news in a little bit. Do get involved. Do smash that like. Do subscribe if you're new. Please do give it a share on social media if you want. If you're on Twitter or whatever, give it a share if you're a United fan or whatever. Why the hell not? Because we are the best, says Haroli. Gumchi says, I love Son until he pretended to get hit in the face when we last played Tottenham Shitspur. Oh, yeah, you know, it's a fair point you bring up there, Gumchi. I forgot how much of a theatrical, dramatic melt he can be sometimes, actually. But in terms of just being a great attacking player, I mean, any team that's got Harry Kane and Son Heung-min are going to be an attacking threat. So you have to say that those two have been their best attacking player or best outfield players probably over the last few seasons. And any team in world football would be pretty lucky to have either of them, really. We're talking about this City-Harry Kane link. I don't even want to talk about that, to be fair, because it's disgusting. I hope they don't sign him. But, you know, we'll see what happens there. If they keep hold of Kane, though, that's what I mean. They've always got a chance if the new manager can do a good job there. They've got the players there to do the job, is what I'm saying. But they just don't seem to be able to do it. They're just a bottle club. They're a North London bottle club. Yes, Neil Duffin says, Pig, I'm buzzing, mate. What an excellent signing. Theatre of Dreams. Welcome home, Jadon Sancho. Thank you so much, Neil Duffin, for getting in here and sharing your thoughts. Yeah, it's a brilliant signing, whichever way you look at it. I don't care about fees involved or money involved, but you know what? Actually, sounds ridiculous to say this, but it's not a huge amount of money to pay for him right now in this climate with how some transfers have gone over the last couple of years. 73 million pounds. Okay, it's a preposterous amount of money. I think he's the second most expensive English player of all time, I believe. So it is a huge amount of money. Oh no, sorry, no. Second most expensive British player. Yeah. Is that right? It's Gareth Bale went for more money. Is that right? Anyway, I don't even know anymore. But either way, it's a lot of money. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Rushman. I'll get onto that shortly. You're an absolute legend. Gungshi says, look at Ollie's little face. He's so happy Jadon is at United. I know you can see it. Well, this is the guy he's been trying to bring in for over a year now. So I'm sure he'll be very relieved. He wanted him last window. Of course he did. You know, we were pursuing him all summer. It went right down to the wire of the final day of the transfer window. And we bottled it and ended up signing Cavani on a free. But yes, Solskjaer's wanted this guy for a long time. He's still aware, I'm sure, that there's other positions in the team that we need to look at. But I think he's just basically made another brilliant signing. Solskjaer's signings have been brilliant. He's made another signing that is just nailed on that right wing position for the next decade. We've got another position sorted for years now. He's a bit of a genius, is Solskjaer, I think, of his signings so far, if you actually look at them. I mean, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, he's got that position nailed on for the next decade. Bruno Fernandes, 6 or 7 years, bossing it for us. Same with Luke Shaw. Obviously, he's not a signing of his, but he has developed him really well. You know, that position's nailed on. Rashford, you know, developing. He's only 23. He's going to be awesome. And that position, you know, Greenwood in the future. We've just basically got like a bunch of really young, great players who are just going to flourish into even more brilliant, world-class players when they mature and just get better. You can just see what's happening. You can see what he's trying to do here. He's trying to build like an ethos here and a team. And I think Sancho fits into that as well. You can see how matey Sancho is with players like Rashford on England duty and stuff. They're already Bezzy mates going on holiday together and stuff. They're Bezzy mates, guys. You know, and he's in there at the club, and obviously Rashford is a great young talent. He's a nice guy on and off the field. Same with Jadon Sancho. Mason Greenwood, obviously a young guy, fits in that sort of mould as well. These lads are not only likeable, but they're also just super talented young lads, and they're just going to get better and better and better over the next few years. Like, literally, I can't wait to see how scary they're going to be in a few years' time. Never mind now. How about in a few years' time? Nice one. We got some information here from James Ducker. Thank you so much. And it says that Sancho believes United's young squad will develop into something special. Isn't that just what I said? Well, it's true. Solskjaer singled out Sancho as a player he would want at Manchester United within a month of taking temporary charge. He's not a panacea, but but he'll bring so much more to United's attack. Okay. Right. So very, very interesting here. So Sancho believes United's squad will develop into there's a new article here on the Telegraph. Okay, brilliant. Yeah. I mean, I must say that I feel the same way about United's squad. We've got so many good young players. You've got Wan-Bissaka, you've got Jadon Sancho, Greenwood, Rashford, of course. Bruno's going to be here for 5-6 years. Left back Luke Shaw still doing absolute bitty bits. The youngsters are coming through, are very, very, very impressive. So yeah, I've got a feeling that it is going to be a very good team in a few years' time. Like you have to remember that sometimes it takes a little bit of time to build things. Look at Klopp and Liverpool. They were sharting it for a few seasons, really, finishing 6th and 7th and stuff like that. Not really looking like they could challenge. And then all of a sudden, you know, it all came to the point where they just needed a couple of positions sorting out. They got Van Dijk in, they got the goalkeeper in, and then they turned into an absolutely boss team, to be fair, because they'd had all the puzzle pieces there and it had all grown and developed and peaked. You know what? Their squad's looking pretty old these days, I must say, whereas our squad, though, is young and vibrant and growing into, you know, we're definitely nowhere near our peak right now as a squad. Our squad peaks probably in 5 or 6 or 7 years' time. That's how we've got so many good young players. But anyway, so Thank you very much for that, dude. Let's get back into the comment section and see what you lads and lasses have got to say about Jadon Sancho. Are you buzzing about this news? Do have your say in the live chat. Let me know. We need Varane, says Jonathan Gallagher. Yes, we'll get into that one very shortly. Ibsidat says, hopefully Varane is next. Hope so. I mean, there's actually a bit of information here to just say, like, Varane, let's have a look at this. So Varane has been seen at the first day of training at Real Madrid. Yeah, and, you know, he's understood he had a medical, basically. He's back from his holidays. He's hoping a solution can be found quickly. But there's a picture of him training, by the way. And obviously Fabrizio Romano came out earlier and just said this morning that he was at training facilities to complete a medical examination, which they claim that he passed. So, look, I mean, he's had a long, brilliant relationship with Real Madrid, to be fair, over the years. It's not like he's just going to, like, not play ball with their procedures at the start of the season, even if he is leaving Manchester United. So don't really, this again, I don't really read anything into this, you know, just because he's turned up for Real Madrid training and having a medical, you know, this doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that he's more interested in staying at Real Madrid than he was a couple of weeks ago. That's just not the case. By all accounts, he does want to leave Real Madrid. He does want to sign for Manchester United. We are offering the most money, and he wants a new challenge. That is what all the reputable sources report about the Rafael Varane situation right now. But, you know, it's still quite early doors, I think. I would like to think that United could get it wrapped up soon. But in my opinion, it's going to rage on a little bit, that one. Thank you, Rushmano, sir. He says, subscribe to the channel, you dude. Hey, handsome Squidward, how you going? Good to see you, mate. Bob903047 says, exciting with all this young talent. Much better than signing like Sanchez looking for a big last payday. So damn true, man. I mean, especially in that example, because he was just a complete Bruno Mars twat and literally did nothing for £500,000 a week, which is just unbelievable when you think about it. He was the worst signing of all time in the end, wasn't he, Alexis Sanchez? Forget about him. We don't need prima donnas like that. You have to say Solskjaer's transformed our transfer policy and our youth recruitment policy as well. We signed a lot of really good young players over the years that he's been here. And before that, you know, Jose Mourinho, you know, that's the Jose Mourinho signing. Alexis Sanchez, get somebody in, a big name, break the wage expenditure structure at the club just to get who you want. Completely just undermine everybody in the squad. Get a Sanchez, and that's a Jose signing. But Solskjaer's signings, he's planning for the future. He is. He's looking at the bigger picture, and that's why he's signing players like Sancho, obviously, who's really young still, but is just still a good enough player to do the job now. But he's getting better and could be at the point one day where he's one of the most elite players in the world. Charles Machui, this is my club. This is where I belong. Get in there, Charles. I should do a rap about Jadon Sancho, says Samuel Ingram. I don't know about that. The gaming juicer still think Virgil is a phenomenal defender. Huge presence. Reminds me of Yap Stam. Yeah, unfortunately, he is a very good player, unfortunately. That's a big loss for Liverpool this last season, just gone, that he was injured. They will be a better team with him back in the team, I'm sure of that. Bell6891, how you going, you absolute unadulterated ledge? He says, oh, the way you undid people are worried about duplicates. Those melts, we have long forgotten those logins by now if they are dupes. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Nice one, Bell. Good man. Sorry, I'm in somebody else's conversation there. Yash says, problem is not with Varane returning. The problem is with Man United using delay tactics to reduce the price. That's always what we do, though, isn't it? Yeah, I must admit, that's what's going on, I suppose. Yeah, United could quite easily go in and get this deal done early for Varane and pay the premium that Real Madrid want. That is true. But in a way, you can't really... Look, I want him to get... If I was Solskjaer and money's not the issue, get him in now so we can have a pre-season and plan, and it would be better off for it when we start the campaign. But from a financial point of view, you know, he's not got that decision-making ability at United. You know, that falls to the board. It also falls to people like Woody Woodward and Matty Judge and these recruitment team and everybody at the club that's above Solskjaer in order. So the problem is, yeah, they will want to try and get him for as cheap as possible. They will be quite happy, I'm sure, to wait a few weeks to see if they can save a few million quid. It seems to be what they do, guys. If you look at the track record of all the signings we've made over the last couple of years, they take their good time about it in order to get the cheapest deal possible. Ibsidat says, what's happening with the CDM situation, mate? I'd love to tell you there was more happening with that too. Well, just that we're being linked to every bastard and that we haven't put an official bid in for anybody yet. Camavinga, there is a link to Camavinga. Camavinga is supposedly interested more in going to Spain or staying in France, though. But apparently, you know, there is a link with Camavinga with Manchester United still. Declan Rice at West Ham, that there is a link there, but nothing serious. Ruben Neves, there's some sort of speculation going on there over at Wolves that we could be interested inside of him. But again, nothing official. So I think we've got to get this Varane deal wrapped up. Of course, we want to be working on a centre mid as well, but we're just going to try and get, you know, get these deals done as soon as we go, as soon as we can, basically. It's a shit show, isn't it? Johnny Mix says, are you going to get Sancho in FIFA Ultimate Team now, Piggy? If there's a good card that will get him to my team. I thought Sancho already signed a few weeks ago. Well, no, what happened is he officially agreed terms with Manchester United, and he also, the two clubs reached an agreement. So it was announced by not the club officially. This is the official announcement by the club. It was announced by everybody who knows the inner workings of the deal, but it was not officially announced by the club until just this afternoon. So this is the official announcement from the club, basically, which is obviously big news, because there's always a slight worry that something can happen with the end of a transfer that stops it from actually materializing. So it's just brilliant that we've got the official announcement. You know, I'm buzzing about it. We knew it was coming. Yeah, we knew it was coming, but it's just nice that it's happened. Zayn Miyasi with a $14.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Zayn Miyasi. He says, forget Sancho, we are getting Maddison. Who's that in your profile picture, Zayn Miyasi? You changed your profile picture. He says, forget Sancho, we're getting Maddison. Right, okay, well, you know, I very much doubt that, mate. What is it with deluded Arsenal fans, mate? You're going to get Maddison, are you? You won't pay the money for Maddison, surely. Do you know what's funny is Arsenal right now, they are actually shopping around in the bargain bin. They just found that Nuno Tavares and that other guy from Anderlecht that no bastard's ever heard of. You know, that's their level right now, guys. They're not going out there signing James Maddisons and Locatellis and these guys. No way. They're going to be signing complete unheard ofs right now because no bastard wants to play for Arsenal. I hate to tell you, they're a mid-table mediocre team right now. And you know, I don't even know, why are we even talking about Arsenal, mate? That's right, Kayam is, what does Kayam say? Sorry, he says, what happened to Zayn? I don't know. Yeah, what's going on with your picture there, Zayn Miyasi? Either way, Zayn Miyasi, mate, I don't know where you're getting that information from. I can't see it happen. I just can't. Good luck to you and all that, but it seems like, based on the signings you're making and stuff, not that many players want to play for Arsenal. I'll tell you why. There's two big problems that Arsenal have. One, you're not challenging for anything. You're a mid-table team these days. You're not realistically going to win much. Okay, you did win the FA Cup in Mikel Arteta's first season. Fair play, bit of luck there. But realistically, squad's not good enough. In the league, you're definitely not going to win anything. Don't even talk to me about Europe, because obviously they're not bloody in it. Certainly not in the premium edition of the tournament anyway. You know, so they are. Who's going to want to play for them in bloody Europa Conference League or whatever the guff it is? Are they even in that? I don't even know. Who cares? But the point is, nobody wants to play for Arsenal right now because they're not challenging for stuff. And the biggest thing that convinces big, good players to play for you if you're not in that particular run of success right now is money. And Arsenal are not going to go and pay big money and players big wages to convince them that they should come to Arsenal instead of going to one of the top sides in Europe. So Arsenal are shopping around in the bargain basement bin right now, mate, and hoping to find a gem, but which they might do. But chances are they're going to have a shit show every season. Could Arsenal even afford Phil Jones? No, they couldn't, Goshi. Yes, Gaming Juice says Arsenal are currently at Poundland signing line managers. Exactly, we're probably actually getting their pre-season equipment in there, getting their cones and stuff from there, mate. You know, save the pennies. Sell Pogba and get Neves, Camavinga plus Varane and Romero. That sounds good to me, Abdelatif Sharif, dude. That really does. What was it I saw about Tottenham Hotspur signing? Was it Romero or having a case of an agreement with Romero? Football Galore 09. Hello, how are you going? He says Liverpool losing Henderson. Thoughts on that, by the way? You shouldn't talk about this because it's Liverpool rivals. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about Liverpool, but Henderson's what, 31? He's been a great player for them. I think that'd be a big loss, to be fair. I think that'd be a big loss for them. We got another super chat here from Jadon Sancho. How that would be a turn up for the books, wouldn't it? Zayn Miyasi, thank you so much for another $14.99 super chat. He says, Pig, with Sancho, you still won't win the league. City buying Kane and Grealish. Zayn. Please don't comment on other teams that are way above your station, Zayn. How do you know? We finished second last season, bro. If we make some improvements, make some signings, which we are starting to do now, if we get the problem positions filled, why not? The sky's the limit. We've got a good enough squad if we get a couple more quality players in. We do. Zane, you never know. Look, City, okay, to be fair, City are the favourites. They've won it 3 out of the last 4. If they sign Kane and Grealish, then yeah, they could be a force. But they haven't signed them yet, and it's unlikely they get both of them. But if they do, then fair enough. I mean, they're only going to be better than they were last season, and they still won the league last season by 14 points clear of us or whatever it was. So I'm not pretending like I'm not worried that City are going to batter us again or batter everyone in the league again, because the chances are that they will. But also, you know, if they do get those players, it'll be pretty scary. Kyan, thank you very much for putting that in the live chat. There's a link to the latest article on the website, guys. Check it out. I've just pinned it to the top of the live chat. If you want to click that, please do. And read the latest. Let me just click it myself, see what it actually is. But there it is. That's the website, guys. Jadon Sancho signed for Manchester United. Thank you, Kyan. That's the latest news on the website. So, thank you, dude. Grealish, don't make me laugh, says the gaming Jew. What about him? He's a quality player, to be fair. Charlie Mick says Sammy Yassi takes L's in so many football channels on YouTube, and he pays for it, says Johnny Mick. So that's a little bit harsh. I mean, he's just having his say, isn't he? Even if it's completely deranged and deluded. But that's Arsenal's fan base for you, though. So we're not going to hold that against Sammy Yassi. That's just Arsenal scummers in general. Rushmano sent a £10 super chat in. He says, Arsenal in non-footballing terms is like an orange-flavoured Revel. Something nobody wants. Rushmano, mate. Are you serious? I actually don't mind them, mate. I quite like them. I quite like them. I like them all. I like the coffee ones. I'm happy with all the Revels. Even the minstrel without the shell. You know what I mean? Why do they have a shellless minstrel in there? That's a bit annoying. I want my minstrel to have a shell, goddammit. Our frontline as good as anyone, said Kangshi. Mushmano, thank you so much for the £10 super chat as well, bud. The gaming juice, this Grealish looks like he failed an audition for 5 and literally plays like a man with half a leg. He had a lucky run at the Euros, but he's garbage, to be honest. The gaming Jew, have you even watched the Premier League this season? I'm guessing not. Because Grealish has been absolutely fucking bossing it for Villa, to be fair, and the season before. But, you know, everybody's got their opinions about football, each to their own. But he's a player that I would love to have at Manchester United, to be fair. I didn't even think he was that great in the Euros, to be honest. He only played a couple of games. He just had a couple of random substitute appearances. But really, you know, it's based on the season. It's based on the season here, not the, you know. Anyway, Pearl says everyone is entitled to their opinion, saying is always respectful and great supporter of the channel. I totally agree. Exactly. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, if you think a player's gash, if you think, you know, he is always respectful, Mr. Samiatsi, absolutely. Sam Gaming says, are we using Pogba and McTominay at central defensive midfield? I bloody hope not. I bloody hope not. Because neither of them are all that convincing to me at CDM, I'm going to be brutally honest. Sam Gaming, are we using Pogba and McTominay at CDM? I just read that, didn't I? Abba Latif Sharice Van der Beek can play CDM at worst. Gaming Juices on a lighter note, Orange Rebels are a legend. I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, by the way, Grealish does look like he's in a boy band, though. What is his hair on about? He literally looks like Keira Knightley in Bend It Like Beckham, doesn't he? With the hairband up, with that hair. He's modelled himself on Keira Knightley. I mean, that is questionable at best. Anyway, KNG Mitchell comments, I agree, Abba, we should sell him, but like I said, Pogba holds all the cards. We have put ourselves in a sticky situation where we could lose Pogba twice for free. Right, let's talk about the absolute shithouse Paul Pogba, right? What's going on here? Reports coming out said he's rejected a 350k a week offer. This guy he's like an Arsenal fan right now. He's got ideas way above his station. What does he think he's going to get at Manchester? Does he really think that we're going to give him 450 grand a week, him and his grubby agent, mate, to be a bang average, mediocre player, and he turns up bloody 50% of the time? It really pisses me off, actually, when I think about Paul Pogba moaning about 350k a week, when there's bloody nurses on there and 16k. Oh, we're not getting into that. It's supply and demand. It's economics. You know, I'm not going to talk about that right now. But either way, it's an abomination. These guys are getting paid, and he wants 450k a week, and he won't sign on the dotted line at 350. Piss off. He's not worth it, mate. See you later on, son. I've had enough of Paul Pogba at the club now, and just these reports, if they're true, if he's rejected a big offer like that from United, he can fucking do one. I don't care if we do lose him on a free, to be honest with you. Do one. I don't want that to happen, though. Let's be honest. We should cash in. If we can get 40 or 50 million for him, we should. And PSG, you know, if they're interested, come and get him then. Come and get him. I've had enough of him, man. There's always negative links around Paul Pogba. That's the problem. Like, there's never positive news in the media about Paul Pogba. If it's off the field stuff, it's always like, oh, you know, is he moving for, is he looking for a move away? His agents come out and said some bullshit in the press about United not being a good enough club for him and all this crap. You know, there's always some stuff going on with Pogba. I can't be doing with a circus anymore, to be honest with you guys. It's a fucking circus, mate. And Riona's like a complete bloody ringleader there. Just seems to be prodding his player in this direction, that direction. Of course, he wants to get the most money out of the deal because he's a bloody football agent. They're all parasites. None of that money stays in the game. It's all taken out of the game. And these people just want to fashion these moves and get the best deal that they can. And for him, he's in the golden position right now. Either Manchester United bend and break and give in to Pogba's and Riola's demands here and pay them an extortionate amount of money, or they leave in a year's time for nothing and they get a fatter paycheck off of PSG, who will be able to pay them more money up front because there's no transfer fee involved. So they are loving it, guys. They've got us over a bloody barrel, and we either take it and pay the money and sign him up to a new huge deal, which is just not worth it, or we lose him for nothing, basically. Or the third option, which is the best option, as you ask me, sell him for as much as you can get right now. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm pretty passionate about that, guys. Sorry. Zayn Miassi with a $14.99 super chat again. Zayn Miassi's going ham in the live chat. He says, Oba, Laka, Saka, Laka. Hang on, what? Lacazette? Are you trying to say that he's good? Wait, hang on, let's read the rest of this super chat here. Hold on. Oba, okay, he's decent. Yeah, I like him. Laka, he's gash. Saka, yeah, he's good. Good young talent. Really, really good future, no doubt. Maddison, he's not an Arsenal player for a start there, Zayn Miassi. He plays for Leicester City. Pepe. Smith Rowe, okay, good youngster again. Will be better attack than yours. You're talking rubbish, Zayn Miassi. You are talking rubbish. Lacazette, you just put Lacazette in there, dude. A better attack than ours. How could you have a better attack? We've got Rashford on the left. We have Cavani up top right now, who, you know, forget his age. Based on the last season's performance, he's still world class. Sancho's coming in there. If he can get any of those sorts of numbers he puts up in the Bundes, we'll be laughing. And, you know, and then we've also got youngsters backing up, players like Greenwood and then Bruno Fernandes, all the goals that he brings to the team. You know what I'm saying? Zayn Miassi, what are you smoking on, sir? Marcio is finished. Rashford injured. All you have in an attack is B-Tech South American bullfighter. B-Tech South American bullfighter? How dare you talk about El Matador that way, mate? What? Zayn, no, that's too far. Anyway, Marcio is finished. Marcio is finished. I want to talk about that, Zayn. I mean, Marcio would get into your team straight away, just so you know. He might be finished at United. He might be finished ... at United. Probably not, though. Still got a job to do in the squad, to be fair. He might be finished at United, but he would walk straight into your shit show of a team, mate. Zayn, just put that out there right now. Oh. I love this community, guys. Everybody's got different opinions, and it's so fun just debating stuff with you. Zayn Miassi actually thinks Arsenal's attack's better than United's. Oh, my God. Pogba and his manager shouldn't have any connection with our club, says Janice Varaklis. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's certainly his agent anyway. I mean, Pogba's already got a connection with his club. You know, he has been here many years now, and he has fought for the shirt 50% of the time. But his agent definitely shouldn't have any connection with our club. He is just a parasite. Gung, she says, while I love Pogba as a player, I think we should sell him for as much as possible this summer if he doesn't want to stay at United. Yeah, it seems like a cash grab at the moment. They're just trying to find if they can get a ridiculous amount from United, more than anybody else will pay them, and then they'll stay. If not, they'll leave on a free and make more money. Guys, do us a favour and twat that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this stream right here, my friends. Hit the thumbs up. Get involved with your thoughts and opinions. I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer. We got a transfer update here from Rush Mana. Let's check this one out. Thank you very much, Rushy, for getting in here, dude. Okay, we've got a couple of things here. So, Bruno welcomes Jadon Sancho. Bruno Fernandez on his Instagram said, welcome Jadon Sancho. Awesome stuff, mate. Bruno must be loving that as well, having a good player coming in this window. You know, obviously all the players, they tasted a bit of defeat, didn't they? Europa League final, bottling it, finished second in the league. And Rashford's just welcomed him as well on social media. Says, yes, welcome, brother. Get in. Agent Rashford at it again. He announced it weeks ago. Jesse back in red. Picture of Jesse Lingard back in the old Team Viewer shirt, mate. Dude. Jesse Lingard, man. Oh, my goodness. And Man United are reportedly preparing an offer for Leon Goretzka, a considerable wage boost. Yeah, I mean, I've heard about this, but I just personally think it's all just to try and... I have seen there are some links with Goretzka, and we should be interested in a player like that, to be fair. I think that he is obviously a really, really good, talented player, but I just see him signing a new deal there. If he is available, though, we should definitely try and sign him. I definitely think he would be a good addition. Right, okay, I'm just going to jump into the comment section for a little bit, guys. Do us a favour, twat the like and get involved. I'll stick around for 5 minutes. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on anything we've discussed in this video. Well said, Gungshi, about Riola there. What number is he? Alex Rose, it's not been released yet, actually, but speculation suggests that, well, as far as I know anyway, speculation suggests that it will be either the 7, if Cavani's happy to relinquish that number and give it to him, or if it will be the 16. You might get number 16, which is 1 and 6 plus 1 plus 6 equals 7, basically. McKay says, let's just hope that Pogba will be Riola's last player for us. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to have to deal with this guy anymore. For Confuming, going to use, got a very good player on your hands. Thank you, Awais. Yes, I'm very happy we got him. I agree with you. I think we have got a really good player there for the next decade, man. Good player. Anybody who thinks he's not a good player, you know, I think just doesn't really understand the game. You know, because if you're a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid, I don't even need to really watch the Bundesliga and see him play over there to know that he's obviously a really good talent. Getting those sorts of numbers in a really good standard German league against men when he's just a teenage lad. You look at his last 3 seasons, putting up great assists and goal stats for Dortmund in the Bundesliga as a teenager. He's going to be a great player. You know, he's going to be a great player, and he already is. Stephen Carr says, love to the pig. Thank you, Stephen. You're the man. The United Way, how you going there, United Way? He says, I'm going to say 16 or 20 for Sancho. Yeah, 20. Okay, yeah, fair play. I think the 16 maybe. If he's not going to get the 7 this year, if Cavani is obviously going to be the one to stay with that shirt number for 1 season until he goes, and then it's going to go to Sancho, then that, I guess, makes sense. Cavani is a more senior player. He has been here longer. If Cavani wants the 7, it'd be just unbelievable to take it off of him. So they're not going to do that. But yeah, so for that reason, I think 16, because it's 1 plus 6 equals 7. Mbegu Kenneth says, please, Paul Pogba should remain. No, I mean, he wants too much money. He's not even that good of a player when it comes to input for the team. Spurs buying Romero for 55 million, spending Kane money already. Really? They spent that much on him? Are you joking? 55 million? This is my club. This is where I belong, says Jutaro Kuju. Get in there. Do I think Ronaldo would come back to us before he retires, says Sam Gaming? He would if we were prepared to pay the money for him. You have to remember he's such a star that he's on 700,000 a week or whatever it is at his current club. He's probably not going to be able to get that after he leaves Juventus, say if he was to leave on a free, even though his star is huge, just because he is diminishing, he is getting older. So there might be some negotiations in the future, but right now there's no way that United, I just don't think we would pay the money for him. So, but he would come, I'm sure. If we were the club that offered him the money, you know, he would come to us. He loves us. Dizzy Red Devil says Pogba isn't committed. Goodbye. Sheriff Diop says GB. Yeah, what's that? Bell 601 says nobody will sign Haaland this year. He wants to go for 70 million to another club. He can insert 150 million buyout clause in to increase his wage ceiling. He goes for 150. No priced out move until contract is up, says Bell 601. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens with Haaland. There is some links, obviously, this summer that he could be on his way to Chelsea. I think that they're going to bide their time and maybe wait till next summer. But you just never know. I would hate to think that we could lose out on a player like that, but chances are we will, because the earliest we could sign him, I think, would be next summer, and then you're talking about a huge amount of money. He might not even want to come. You know, that's the thing. You just don't know. The Football Crucial says, glad Sancho is finding a red time for move Pogba on and go all out for Varane, says the Football Crucial. Yeah. Precisely. Exactly. Go and get Varane in. Let's get a centre-back. Time to do the business, isn't it, guys? Yeah. Like, we've been fanning around all summer long already. We finally got Sancho done, which is last summer's signing. And we signed Tom Heaton, the goalkeeper. If we really want to give Solskjaer what he wants right now and you know, challenge for the title, then we need to sign these players like Varane, don't we? Shazad Ahmed, how's it going there, bro? Hope you're all doing good, man. Shazad Ahmed. The United Way says, I'm doing a video on Paul's time at United, and he is, and of he... If he is worth 400 to 500k a week contract renewal, he blatantly isn't. He just blatantly isn't, is he? Let's be honest now. He's just not worth anywhere near that. I would pay him what he's on now. I would give him that, you know, which is supposedly 300 to 350k a week. I would give him something like that, but I don't think he's worth any more than that. And even then, I find it hard to justify because you've got a player like Bruno Fernandes, who's just a way better player than Paul Pogba for United, who's on way less money. More. Trav, how you going in there? Getting those watermelon sugar highs in there. What's going on, Travis? Get in. How come when Woodward owned us, we couldn't get Sancho, but as soon as he leaves, we get him? Well, he didn't actually own us, given he's just the chief exec or whatnot. And he's still actually here. To be fair, he is actually still here. He's overseeing things until the end of the year, I believe, and then he's going. So it was announced that he was leaving a while ago, but he's still here, though, doing his job for the time being. Check my message. Sancho 10 says Vincent Bullock. Let's have a look, Vincent. Where is this Vincent Bullock? Oh. This is his home. This is where he belongs. Jadon Sancho. Oh, yeah, the promotional video from United. Yeah, sorry, yeah. I did see that, actually. Some people were talking about that in the chat earlier, actually. I haven't seen that. Thank you, dude. I'm going to check that out. They've given us another little promotional video. Nice. Make Varane and DM like fucking Sanchez playing the piano. Oh, no. Make Varane and DM priority now. I would love Basuma, but no talk of us being in for him. I also wouldn't mind going in for Sal. He's a quality midfielder. That's what I want as well, KNG Mitchell, but we'll see what we do. 81 likes, legends, guys. Do us a favour and smash the like. I'm going to leave this video there then. There's the latest news. Sancho is a red. He is a Manchester United player, guys. He has joined the club. Manchester United have announced it. He's there, stood holding the shirt with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He is a red. And finally, this saga is wrapped up. Suha says, I'd be throwing punches at Woodward. Is Sancho a Manc or a Londoner? He's from Camberwell, right? Which is like Surrey, I think, isn't it? Hang on, it's more London way. Where the fuck's Camberwell, mate? Isn't it? Oh, no, it is London, right? Hang on, wait. Camberwell. Where's Camberwell, mate? It's London. London. Yes, sorry, it's London. It's like next to Peckham and Brixton. What am I on about? It's not fucking Surrey. What am I thinking of? It's next to Peckham and Brixton. It's like an area of London, yeah. Potato Head is still stinking up the place, unfortunately. Hopefully he leaves when Matt Judge goes too. Both melters of the lowest order. Definitely, yeah, need to get rid of that guy too, Gongchi. Like, he is definitely a complete melter. Like, the problem is we need a proper, you know, proper team in here to be able to do things. And it seems like we have so much trouble selling players as well. That's a big problem. We were all right buying players for huge extortionate amounts of money, but we're shit at selling them. Even Rashford doesn't feel right with 10. If we were to sign someone like Grealish, yes, Shazab, Latif, Sharif. I mean, he is a United player, to be fair. Grealish is a United player. That's the sort of player we should be having. Somebody who makes something happen, somebody who takes games by the scruff of the neck, somebody who leads and, like, creates and like, just is an influencer in his team. Like, to me, Grealish, he might not have the big marquee and star name signing or whatever, or star name, but he's actually just as good as pretty much anyone in the league. If you actually look at what he does for Villa, that's exactly who we should have in our team. He's that sort of player. Like, he's a committed player, super committed. I mean, can you just compare Grealish's sort of mentality and how he goes about on the pitch to somebody like Paul Pogba? It's kind of night and day, really. Pogba does have that mentality sometimes, but most of the time he's just dawdling around dudes. Anyway, I just had my second jab, says Juteru Kuju. Oh, shit, I hope you feel okay, Juteru. I hear it's a bit of a rough one, but that's good news, though. Sell Pogba, get Grealish, precisely, Rushmano. Oh, dudes, look at my hair. That's the fan doing that. That's the fan, guys. Anyway, William Hoy says Pogba ego's too high. Maybe. Certainly his agent's ego's too fucking high. Trav says Grealish is very talented and has proved it in the Prem. Spot on. I really hope City don't end up with the guy. Ian Dawn says, Grealish, where do we play him? Who are you going to drop? He doesn't play in the 2 in pivot. You know what? He's actually very, very versatile, though, Grealish. You can play him. You know, Rashford's going to be injured for a while. You could potentially see Martial leave. I think the left-hand side you could play Grealish. I think you could play him CAM instead of Bruno as and when needed. I think you could even play him in a CM alongside a really good central defensive midfield in a midfield too. I actually think he even could do that role. So he can play basically anywhere across the front, you know, the front 3 there. Obviously not including the striker. But, you know, he could also, he's just a good all-round player. You know, he's just a good all-round player. But anyway, Abba, well said. Let's see what Abba said. Abba says, I wouldn't mind that, then swap Lingard for Rice or just sell him and get Neves. So true, yes. It would be very nice to get these players. We just need to do it sooner rather than later. I love Grealish's energy and creativity, says Gungshi. Me too. Even when he came on for England, just those couple of late performances, he created stuff. He'd come off the bench with 20 minutes to go or whatever, and he created stuff. So, yeah. Heiko Firestall Timer says, about bloody time for Sancho, though kudos to Dortmund's merchant skills. Yeah, fair play to you, Heiko. I mean, yeah, you know, okay, they held out for a lot of money. They got a lot of money. But in the end, I think it's a fair deal for all parties. They did well, though, Heiko. Heiko, guten Tag to you, mein Freunde. Hope you're having a great day over there in Germany, you legend. What's up, Ted Zavala? How you going there, bro? I hope you're doing well, Teddy. Teddy lad. Right, okay, guys, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Pig's fan blowing sweet nothings into his ear, mate. I have to turn it off me, otherwise it dries out my eyes, ears, and mouth. JW92, you legend, what's going on? Just don't get Grealish when we need a CDM desperate. Well, yes, that's true, Ian Dawn. Yeah, that's true. It's actually a pedestal fan. I don't want Rice. He's so overpriced, but at this stage, anyone to play CDM as a specialist is an improvement. So true, Bell, yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up, right? Thank you very much, everybody who's tuned in. Get your thoughts and opinions in after this video is finished in the not live comment section as well about the signing of Jadon. But just to announce it, you know, just to do a video and cover it, the announcement is official from Manchester United. He is a Red and he has joined Manchester United officially for a 5-year contract with a further option for a year until 2026 or the option for 2027 should United want to trigger it. Thank you, Dizzy Red Devil. Nice one, William Hoy. Nice one, Mikhail Kramer. Yeah, I'd like Camavinga. I don't know, though, Mikhail says Camavinga's the CDM we'll probably get. Yeah, I mean, he is young. I'm sure he can play there. But, I mean, actually, I saw some report about him the other day. I haven't watched the French League or anything. But that says that he's more box-to-box. That says that he creates more stuff from dribbling past people and stuff in attacking positions. But I don't know. I haven't watched Camavinga play that much, to be perfectly honest with you. Craig Marsh says, see you later, Piggy. Great show. Thank you, Rushmano. Thank you, Bell, Travis, Griffo, Haroli. You too, man. Have a great day, guys. Gungshi, we need a Sancho emoji. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We'll get one. Abba, Dizzy Red Devil, guess I'll get some work done now. See you later. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Rushy, for getting in here. Mikhail, Shazza, everyone. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like before you go. Also, subscribe if you're new. You can follow us on social media at Flying Pig United. Check out the link in the top of the live chat there. That's the website, unitedflyinghigh.com. Go check it out. Read the latest articles and all your Man United news. See you later on, Gungers. Gary Bennett as well says, this made my weekend. Would you be happy if we got Varane, Goretzka, Trippier? Hell yeah. We just need to get all of those players in, to be fair, Gary Bennett. I'd be well happy with that. But yes, get in there, mate. Great news about Sancho. Let's go. Let's see who else we can get. Hopefully, you know, a boss centre-back like Varane. Well, just Varane and a boss CDM coming minimum. Cheers, Bell. Cheers, Travis. Cheers, Booty. Mikhail, KNG, Mitchell. Everybody, have a great day. This is the big. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. And come on, United. Jadon Sancho is a red lad to Leicester. He's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming. Sancho's come. He's already come. Sancho's come.